Have you ever caught yourself thinking, I just don't want to be a burden? Maybe it's when you're asking someone to help with something small, or when you're recovering from an illness and needing a little extra support. It's such a common thought, and yet, it carries so much weight. As we get older, that desire to stay independent can become even stronger. We don't want to rely too much on our kids or feel like we're in the way. We want to live our lives with dignity, with strength, and with a sense of control over our choices. And the truth is, you absolutely can. In fact, staying independent doesn't mean doing everything on your own. It means being proactive about your well-being, your mindset, and your environment, so that you can continue living with confidence, freedom, and joy. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 powerful ways to help you do just that. Ways to maintain your independence, protect your peace of mind, and avoid that feeling of being a burden to others. Now, I'm not talking about running a marathon or lifting heavy weights. I mean the kind of movement that keeps your body flexible, your joints strong, and your balance steady. Things like walking, stretching, light strength exercises, or even dancing in the kitchen while the kettle's boiling. Even just 15 to 30 minutes a day can make a world of difference. And if you build it into your daily routine, like a morning walk or a gentle stretch before bed, it becomes second nature. The second way to stay independent is just as powerful, but often overlooked. Knowing when to say yes to help and when to say no. Now, this might sound a little strange. After all, we're talking about staying independent. Shouldn't we be doing everything on our own? Not quite. True independence means being in control of your choices. And part of that is knowing when accepting help is actually a strength, not a weakness. It's when we try to do everything alone, out of pride or fear, that we sometimes end up feeling isolated, overwhelmed, or yes, even more dependent in the long run. So the key here is balance. You can say yes to help with things that exhaust you or put your safety at risk, and still say no to things that you want to manage yourself. That way, you stay in charge, not because you're doing everything, but because you're making empowered choices about where your energy goes. And just as important as accepting help is being able to set clear boundaries, especially when people offer too much help, or try to step in when you don't need them to. Sometimes family members with the best intentions can start doing things for you that you're still perfectly capable of doing yourself. They might mean well, but over time that can chip away at your confidence. You have every right to say, "Thank you, but I've got this." And that simple sentence? That's you protecting your independence. That's you reminding others, and yourself, that you are still capable, still strong, and still in control of your own life. Now that we've looked at staying physically strong, managing help on your own terms, and protecting your boundaries, let's keep this conversation going. When you start to shift your mindset around help, when you see it not as a threat to your independence but as a tool to protect it, you begin to walk through life with more ease. You stop carrying the unnecessary weight of doing it all, and instead move through each day with confidence, knowing you're in control of your choices. And that confidence? It's deeply connected to the next powerful way to stay independent, which is all about keeping your mind sharp and engaged. Mental independence is just as important as physical independence. When your brain is clear, alert, and active, you're more capable of making decisions, managing your schedule, solving everyday problems, and feeling in control of your world. So, how do you keep your mind in shape? The same way you keep your body moving, with regular, intentional activity. That might mean learning something new, like picking up a hobby you've always been curious about. Maybe it's puzzles, or painting, or diving into a good book that challenges your thinking. Even conversations can sharpen your mind. Talking with others, sharing ideas, and engaging in social connection keeps your brain lively. It's not just about avoiding cognitive decline, it's about staying curious, creative, and confident in your thinking. There's something incredibly powerful about feeling mentally strong. When you can clearly express yourself, make your own decisions, and keep your memory active, it reinforces a deep sense of self-respect. And speaking of self-respect, let's talk about one of the most empowering yet underrated ways to stay independent. Managing your environment in a way that supports your freedom. It's easy to think that independence is just about your abilities. But the truth is, the space you live in plays a huge role in how confident and capable you feel. A well-organized, accessible home can make daily tasks simpler, safer, and more enjoyable, without needing anyone else to step in. Start with small things. Are the items you use every day easy to reach? Are there rugs that you trip over or stairs that feel risky? Can you rearrange your space so that it serves you better, not the other way around? It's not about making your home feel like a hospital or giving up beauty for function. It's about creating a space that empowers you, a space that gives you more control, more safety, and more independence. Sometimes just adding better lighting, a grab bar in the bathroom or a chair in the kitchen where you can sit while preparing meals can make a big difference. These little changes are not signs of weakness, they're signs of wisdom, because the goal is not just to stay in your home, it's to thrive in it. When your environment works for you, when your body and mind feel supported, when your choices are your own, that's when you stop worrying about being a burden. That's when you start living with the freedom you deserve. And all of these steps, when taken together, lead you to something even more powerful. The fifth and final way to stay independent: nurturing your sense of purpose. We'll talk about that next. Let's take a moment to breathe this in. You've built a life around strength, resilience, and experience. You've weathered storms, helped others, and made countless decisions that shaped your family and your future. That sense of purpose doesn't disappear with age, it just evolves. And that brings us to the fifth and perhaps most important way to stay independent and never feel like a burden: nurturing your sense of purpose. Purpose isn't just a big, lofty mission, it can be something simple, something personal. It might be tending to your garden, volunteering once a week, mentoring younger people, or even just being a consistent, loving presence in someone's life. When you wake up in the morning and feel like you matter, that you have something to contribute, your entire mindset shifts. You start seeing yourself not as someone being taken care of, but as someone still giving, sharing, and showing up. This feeling of usefulness, of being needed in your own way, is deeply tied to emotional independence. When you feel emotionally full, confident in who you are and what you bring to the table, that worry about being a burden starts to fade away. Because people with purpose don't see themselves as burdens, they see themselves as blessings. You are a blessing, so take some time to reflect. What gives your life meaning right now? What brings you joy? Who or what makes you feel like your presence matters? And if you haven't found the answer yet, that's okay. Start exploring. Try new things. Revisit old passions. Speak your truth. Your purpose may not be what it once was, but it's still alive in you. And here's something I want you to hold on to. Your independence isn't measured by how little help you need, it's measured by how fully you live. When you move your body with love, when you protect your time and energy, when you speak with clarity and confidence, when your home supports your lifestyle, and when your heart beats with purpose, you are not a burden, you are a force. You are a parent, a grandparent, a neighbor, a friend, a wise soul with so much to offer, so don't let age, fear, or anyone else's opinions make you shrink. Keep standing tall. Keep walking forward. Keep making your own decisions, asking for help when you need it, and offering your light to the world however you choose. And if you ever start to feel like you're a burden again, I want you to come back to this video, take a deep breath, and remember, you are worthy, you are capable, and you are not done yet. If this video encouraged you or spoke to something in your heart, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share your thoughts or your own experience. You never know who your words might help. And if you found value in this, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon so you never miss an uplifting, empowering message like this one. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of this community. This is Vibrant Years, where we celebrate strength, purpose, and living boldly at every age. Stay active, stay happy, and most of all, stay vibrant.